Welcome back to another episode of All Chiefed Up. I am Steve and I am here with Mike. No, wait a second. Mike's not here. Mike actually called me. He's on his way back from Nashville. I think he's been down there trying to find Ryan Tannehill's passing game or something like that. Who knows? But either way, he's not here today. So I'm going to go over day 10 and day 11 of camp with you. Quick recap. Also, the top 5 plays from each day. But first, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers before the season starts. We're at about 940, so we're getting really close. If you haven't hit that button yet, get down there, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell so you get notifications when we come out with new content. Make sure to tell your friends and family where to find good Chiefs content on YouTube. When we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, we are going to give away an all chiefed up mystery box put together by Mike and myself with things that could be cool, different, what have you. We're going to send it out to one of you lucky subscribers. So make sure if you have not hit that button yet, you do. So maybe you could grab that. All right, day 10 at training camp, which was Sunday's practice. It was actually family fun day. So the biggest crowd yet for practice so far. So the guys were absolutely loving it. Quick update on the injuries. You had Taylor Stallworth, who was out for his second consecutive day with a knee contusion. You still had Gary Jennings out with his concussion symptoms, and also Jody Fortson with that quad strain. Darius Fountain did make his way back into practice on Sunday, so that was good to see. Some quick notes from Sunday's practice. They were working on the 2-minute drill, notably an exercise where they were putting the ball on the 50-yard line, 24 seconds on the clock, and seeing if they could get into that field goal range. Some standouts from that was Juju Smith-Schuster, who hauled in a pass from Mahomes that got them into field goal range. Also, Chad Henne, he threw a good pass over to Noah Gray, who pulled down a great catch and got them in field goal position as well. And he spiked the ball, and the rest is history. On the defensive side of the ball, Chris Jones was getting pressure up the middle all day, which is great. Also, Karlaftis, he was getting pressure. He was looking great. He actually caused a fumble. So good stuff to see from the defensive line there. One other thing that you would notice was that they were shuffling the offensive linemen around still. You saw Andrew Wiley going from tackle to guard. You also saw Nick Allegretti getting in there in the mix, and also Jaron Christian was even playing right tackle at one point. So Andy Heck still moving those guys around, seeing how he wants the pieces to fit together, and what he can do in different situations if injuries were to occur. One last thing to note from Sunday's practice, McCole Hardman showed up again. He got a great contested catch in the 1v1 drills, and then in the 7v7, he had a tremendous leaping catch downfield. It was great. Everybody went crazy. McCole, you definitely got to step it up this year, buddy. So it's really good to see you doing great in camp. Keep up the good work. All right, let's go ahead and get into the top 5 plays of day 10 on Sunday. Number 5, it was an Isaiah Pacheco reception from Chad Henne in the flat. You got to see him flash his quickness and break it up the field for quite a good gain. So it's really good to see him getting into that passing game and using those quick feet to make things happen. Play number 4 was that leaping catch I was talking about from McCole Hardman. Straight down the field, Mahomes threw a beautiful pass. Looks like he was getting covered by Josh Williams. He just made the leaping catch over the top of him. Great catch by McCole Hardman. And like I said, good to see from him. Play number 3, L'Jarius Sneed grabbed an interception. Great coverage on the play, very physical. Hauled in the interception. Could have possibly been a pick 6 if it was a real game situation. So good to see L'Jarius Sneed out there doing his thing. Play number 2, Noah Gray over the middle. Chad Henne kind of threw the ball behind him. And there he was, leaping up into the air, going backwards, making the adjustment, making the catch. And that's what put them in the situation to what would have been that game-tying or game-winning field goal. So great job by Noah Gray. Huge camp from Noah Gray. He's looking great out there. Good to see. Don't know why that one guy hates Noah Gray so much, but hey, watch this play, man. Maybe you'll change your mind. And play number 1 comes from safety Justin Reed. The play might not be what you expect. It was actually a 65-yard field goal kick that was perfect right down the middle. He pulled this in practice. Everybody went crazy, and it went a little viral online. So you may have seen the video already, but we're showing you anyway. But yeah, NFL posted, Bleacher Report, all kinds of people posted it because it's very impressive. A great kick by Justin Reed. But it's good to know that if Butker has communion one day and can't make it to a game, that we can just put Justin Reed on the field, kick those long field goals if we need them, and we're good. We're good to go. Day 11, Monday's practice, you'll notice that Darius Fountain was actually back on the injury report. That groin injury nagging him. Taylor Stallworth still out with that knee contusion. Gary Jennings still out with a concussion. And Jody Fortson with the quad strain. Monday was a much lighter practice for the Chiefs. They got to go out in just helmets, shells, shorts, running the 10-10-10 drills. They focused a lot on long drives. They also focused on red zone stuff. So lighter practice for the guys. They have been in 7 padded practices in the last 11 days, and they're going on a stretch to where they're getting ready to start that preseason. So Andy Reid still mixes in some lighter days for the guys just to give them a break. Monday was a big defensive day. Lots of good plays made. Willie Gay with a near interception of Shane Bichelle for the pass breakup. Also, you had Jarius Sneed, who had a pass breakup, and he ended up picking off Dustin Crum at one point. And then Juan Thornhill, deep pass down the field, and he comes in, makes the interception. One thing to note, Trent McDuffie had an excellent day. He was making heads-up plays, being very smart, showing what he could do, and showing that he's going to be great in the run defense. So that's huge for him. Spagnuolo is super happy about that. On the offensive side of the ball, Cornell Powell actually had another strong day at camp, pulling in all kinds of good contested catches, looking great, looking strong out there. Marquez Valdez-Scantling and McCole Hardman both found the end zone during the red zone drills. So really good to see those guys stepping up. We just talked about Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Needs to do just a little bit more so we can see how he's going to be this season. And he seemed to have answered that call, pulling down the touchdown grab. And on to the top 5 plays of day 11 Monday's practice. Number 5, Cornell Powell pulled down a good pass from Shane Bichelle right over his shoulder in the corner for a touchdown. Great day from Cornell Powell, like I mentioned earlier, and good to see him making strides into maybe one day making this 53-man roster and making an impact on the field for the Chiefs. Play number 4, L'Jarius Sneed pulled down the interception thrown to him perfectly by Chad Henne, but nonetheless a good play from Sneed there. Play number 3, Marquez Valdez-Scantling catching that touchdown pass. Mahomes floated it perfectly to the back of the end zone right in the middle of the field, and Valdez-Scantling pulled it down for the touchdown. Great to see him making a little bit of a spark in camp after we mentioned that he needs to do just a little bit more. And play number 2 was a long pass catch by McCole Hardman, perfectly thrown by Patrick Mahomes, which led to a big touchdown. Once again, McCole Hardman stepping it up. Him and Mahomes have a history. They've played together for a while now. It should be a big year for McCole Hardman this year. Get out there, make it happen. And number 1 goes to Juan Thornhill. Big interception down the field. It was a long pass. He comes flying in, makes the interception. Great things from Thornhill. This has got to be his bounce back year. He didn't look so hot last year. He was coming off that injury and everything. But he says this year that he's going to be an all-pro. So we're going to see. And that's going to wrap it up for today on that quick little recap of day 10 and day 11 of training camp. Thanks for being with me today. Mike will return tomorrow, so it might be a little less awkward. But anyway, before we go, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 1,000 before the season starts. We're getting pretty close. Also, hit the bell to get notifications when we come out with new content, and make sure to tell your friends, family, and Chiefs fans everywhere where to find good Chiefs content on YouTube. We thank you so much for watching, commenting, liking. It goes a long way, and we appreciate it so much. So keep doing what you're doing, Chiefs Kingdom, and we will see you next time. Aside from my soul.